So if we want a better outcome, we've got to get uncomfortable to do that. So part of the challenges for salespeople now and into the future is, how do you help the client change the status quo? How do you help them get uncomfortable so they want an even better outcome? So one is caring about them, asking great questions, and challenging the status quo. Or a training program per se works. Does a training workshop work on its own? No. You might as well take your money and go to an entertainment facility and have a great time. Because part of the problem with human beings is they need consistent reinforcement, and that's done. Best practice in the world is through a coaching mechanism, not a training, not a mentoring, through a coaching.
Yeah.
Part of the challenges with leadership is they don't really understand the difference between training, mentoring, and coaching.
Yeah.
Coaching is ongoing. That's what creates sustainable change. Yes, you might need a workshop to start the process off, but who's going to continually engage and coach them along the way to pick up the little things, to tweak the little things, to embed what's already been learned? Damn straight, right?
To pass that knowledge on.
It's about leadership. That's where it starts. There's a Chinese proverb that talks about the fish rots from the head, right? So it's all about leadership. So leadership have to be on board. Leadership have to be evolving and improving as well along the way.
Yeah.
Our best clients run a tandem process, leadership and salespeople along the same direction. Great, I'll give you two examples. So one example was a supplier to the mining industry selling a transactional item. So the mining industry is, for a better term, is quite challenged at the moment. They're very cost associated. So this client improved their business 37% top line and bottom line over 2 years. For a transactional element, that's huge. So they're able to engage even more effectively with decision makers, position value, and get clients to pay for the value they believe they provided. Another client was a retirement home. They had a whole team that we analysed, and they decided that that team wasn't the team to go forward. So they changed out their whole team. Within 6 months, they had a 200% increase in sales of retirement homes. That's a great outcome. I think the key challenge is for sales teams and leaders to understand their marketplace is constantly changing, constantly evolving. I mean, there's so many examples of companies that didn't understand this and subsequently are not here today. Kodak, Encyclopedia Britannica, Blockbuster, there's so many. Recent one was Nokia.
Yeah.
So the challenge is to say, if our marketplace is changing constantly, how are we adapting and how agile are we? And we need to understand that they don't have the time, they don't have the experience, but they do have the ability to research. And they're gone through 65% of their journey in making a decision. So the question I say to sales teams is, what value are you bringing for the 35%? When you're meeting with that client, what value are you creating for them? That's the biggest challenge. It's about understanding them, engaging with them so they see the value, so they see you as a trusted advisor.